Hello, Cancer. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing very, very well. Cancer, let's see what your energy is like right now. Remember that this reading is general. Take what resonates. And it applies to everyone who has Sun, Ascendant, Moon, or Venus in the sign of Cancer. Cancer, if you want or need a personal consultation with me, you can email me at the address shown on the screen, and I will be sending you all the information you need. And please note, 3 phone lines have been activated for Argentina, Spain, and the rest of the world, where you will be able to contact a tarot service 24 hours a day. You will be able to communicate with my team of tarot readers who will be answering all your questions instantly. All right, let's channel a message for the sign of Cancer.
Veamos.
Cancer, you have the 8 of Cups here. Next is the Prince of Pentacles, or coins. And here we have the Princess of Wands. Here we have the 5 of Wands, all right. I feel that work, your job, your profession, or your career is a major theme right now. Some of the goals you had on the horizon have changed right now. You might be starting to choose other things for your life. For example, this is like realizing that in the job where you are, the environment is becoming complicated. There's a lot of friction and competition. What I do see is that there are a lot of people doing the same thing. And there are things that honestly aren't adding up for me. I'm not liking them. This is like, I feel like they're putting obstacles in my way. Or as we've said, sometimes the competition is unfair. Often triggered by jealousy, right? Because I feel like you all can have great performance here, great professionalism in what you're doing. But of course, that also feeds other kinds of energies, right? Which you also have to be prepared to face. So if this has to do with your job, your career, you might say, well, honestly, I feel like I don't like this career. If you've started studying something, I don't see myself doing this. I started it with doubts. I started it maybe out of convenience because it was close by, because I have acquaintances who have done it. But to me, it seems like all of this is pointing that way now. And what do you really feel? What really inspires you? What are you really passionate about? What makes you curious? So it seems to me that many of you, Cancer, are at a very important moment of professional and work-related change, where there will be a change of direction, like a before and after, where you see a Cancer here who is moving away, right? Closing a door there with what's familiar, with what you know. Sometimes this can feel like, well, I quit this job and I go all in on my personal project because it's something I like. You can have bursts of revelations, of inspiration. You start to notice everything because surely your instinct is starting to guide you towards a new path. And I feel that this motivates you. You like it. You're passionate about it. You like this idea. But you know that you have to close out something from your work past.
Okay.
Like saying this has already served its purpose. Everything this place could offer me, it has already given me. I feel like the growth ends here. Maybe you all are looking for greater expansion and personal growth. So the change of direction at work is noticeable. To dedicate yourself to working on what you're passionate about, a creative job, a job you connect with, one you feel comfortable with, where you don't feel uncomfortable. Also, when working with teams, with other people, maybe you need to work alone too, where there is no disloyalty among people. So, I don't have to keep staying here. I have a new opportunity. I won't think about it. I'll just do it. Let's see what else we have here for Cancer. What will happen here? And we think, Cancer sign. Cancer, let's see. You have the Eight of Pentacles here. A reading very focused on work. Two of Wands. Prince of Swords. Five of Wands comes up again. So there you go. There are quarrels there, right? There's tension in that environment. You know that many times there are places where your energy field is already prepared to make a leap, to be in a new place with new experiences, with new people, with a different quality in relationships, with new spaces, with bigger places. It's not just about the physical, but about places that have a different kind of energy. The place you used to be not only becomes uncomfortable, it starts to bother you. It starts to create friction. Things sometimes break. I get angry over anything. I clash with people. So there's an energy in that place, like saying, Cancer, look for a new place. Your place here, your energy here is no longer compatible. So your energy is taking you to a job in a totally new space. That's why we notice that discomfort. But it seems to me that you all here have good energy when it comes to decision-making power, to having chosen a path, to having chosen something that really interests you, that you like. That is to say, I have no doubts and I'm going to move forward with this new career or with this new job or project. I believe you're at a point where you're also imagining the future. You want to leave behind what's familiar, what's known, the past, and venture into something totally different and new, to experience something new. There are new desires and goals that are starting to appear in your life, new things that you want to make happen and that you want to move forward with, no matter what it takes, because you have that energy of, once I set my mind to something, I'm going to go after that goal. And I feel like no one is going to stop me because you feel enlightened, connected to the idea, and convinced as well. So this has to do with work-related decisions. I feel that you're really going to put a lot of dedication and effort into what you like. You will probably also surpass yourselves at work. And it will also be a test, but a very positive one. You are being blessed here when it comes to work. So these changes that are happening to you, I feel that for many Cancers, new paths are starting to open up in the work area. So pay attention to the opportunities that start coming through people, and also to the ideas that come into your life, like creative ideas or personal projects. Because if there were restrictions, if there were annoyances, all of that is going to start to dissipate. This path is starting to open up completely now, okay? Let's see what else we have. Dear Cancer, general energy available. Cancer, here you have the Two of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Six of Swords. It's all 10 of Cups. It's like planning the move, the execution, how it's going to be. What this move you're going to make will be like, I feel like you need to take a moment here to think. This isn't just, okay, that's it, I quit and that's it. Or I switch jobs. It's not as easy as it seems. Maybe you're looking for something new, something that makes you feel secure. Maybe you'll also have to face someone in power. See, take that moment to decide. At first, yes, the idea may be very motivating. But that's when the mind starts setting conditions, raising objections. It starts resisting. It's like wanting to go back to the past. Sometimes that can be confusing. Often, when we're about to take a big step, the mind says no. It puts up that barrier. It sets that limit, so it doesn't let you decide clearly. Now, I feel that this is going to be very mild, this phase of indecision, because you're going to know which piece to move on the board. There's a strategy you have here. There's a great idea here. There's a great project here. You're going to know where you need to head. You're going to know how you need to do things. I feel like there's a great work project coming up for you here. Whether the opportunity comes from an outside source or this project is already on your mind and you want to launch it and start working on this. The truth is that this decision is a decision to close something out. What we see here is that you're going to be closing out the past, moving away from something familiar, from a routine, and saying this has already run its course. Its story is over. And I'm already on my way and in transition towards something that will really make me happy, towards something I've truly always dreamed of, right? The job of my dreams, the routine of my dreams. Being at peace with myself, being at peace with my family, being at peace with my partner, with my friends. So I feel that these changes that are coming are changes that are very closely tied to your fulfillment and to your happiness. There's a real sense of joy there, right? And it also makes you want to share this good news about change.
Mm.
Let's see what the Oracle has for Cancer. Pulio. Let's get to your advice, your message. You have 4444. It tells you trust in your path, trust in the way your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be in the present moment. The affirmation it leaves you with is, I am protected. I am protected. Dear Cancer, this is what we have seen for all of you. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you here next time.